Hello, hello, hello. My webcam has gotten knocked. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Doodlemoon. Today we will be. Hello, Ace of Spades. Today we'll be drawing Skylar for Katie Cat. So I'm just gonna quickly read out to you what I've been given, and then we'll see what we can do. Skylar is a black leopard. Bleh. That's a good start. Skylar is a black leopard tabaxi and a swashbuckling rogue. She's roughly 7 foot tall and has chest-length black hair that she usually has in a side braid. She's been in more than a few scraps, so she has what looks like a bite out of her right ear, silver earrings in her left ear. She'd also have some scarring on her left ear from a sword fight. I often think of her wearing black boots, trousers, red sash, white shirt, dark corset or vest, topped off with a cloak. Fashion-conscious cat who wants their garb to be functional too. Believe it or not, this swashbuckling rogue is often the voice of reason in the group and has recently been dubbed the fun wine aunt, since she's still a rogue but can be responsible. Her focus is to protect her friends in battle, and she often goes into a fury when one of them is in trouble. I will silence my phone. Always up for a drink and fresh fish at local taverns. She's been known to pull out her fiddle and to entertain the cat and the fiddle. Madly in love with I'm guess that's half orc bard. This tabaxi is feisty, mischievous, and deeply caring about the people around her. Hello, Mischief, you're Katie Cat, that's good to hear. Right, hang on, I'm just going to get rid of the description. There we go. I'm glad you are in, actually. You sent me some image links, but the first one didn't work. It was some kind of, like, Tumblr image that was like something that you wanted for outfit reference. So I don't have that because when I clicked on it, then Tumblr just did their cutesy little beep boop we don't want to work thing. So I've got all the others, but we'll work with them. But if you do have it, then let me know and I'll see if I can quickly pause and search it up. Let me get my. No, where's my... There's the brush that I want, right. New layer, because I don't want to do the mistake that I keep doing. Right, so... I'm also going to apologise in advance because cats are not my specialty, but we're going to try our best. I mean, if you just want to drop the link in the chat, then that's fine. I'm mod, so I should be able to see it, even if my bloody bot decides to have a yell at me. Sure. Thank you. I was just a little bit like, I have the other outfit ref that you gave me, but like it's nice to have here for everything. Right, okay. Tabaxi have like weird feet, don't they? They have like feet that sort of hook backwards. Yeah. I do not draw them on the regs, can you tell? I think it's sort of like that, yeah? So it's sort of like a person with extreme high heels. Hang on, give me a second. I've got a second window here. Give me a second. Tabaxi leg. This is why, by the way, on my page for giving references and stuff, I always say, like, oh, I don't do furry stuff, and it's not because I have anything against furries or anything, it's literally just because I'm like, I canny draw them. I canny draw them good, and there's much better artists for that sort of thing. That is looking like a possible one. Upcoming Kitty Cat Rogue. I'll just let that load. It's fine. I think it was a case of, you, it just gave me a search page for some reason. It's also just a case of Tumblr is bad. And I say that as someone who's on it a lot, so I'm allowed. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Give me a second. I will have that in a... Like, don't get me wrong, I've used Tumblr for years, I love Tumblr, but also I gosh darn hate it. Right. Let's see if we can get down the basic shapes of a cat, so it's like... Yeah, it's one of those things of, like, I don't mind doing tabaxi on, like, I don't mind doing them on, like, this sort of stream, but I don't do them for payment currently, because I feel like, I would feel like I was ripping people off if I made them pay for my attempts at tabaxi. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fine, man. I need the practice. I'm not going to improve if I don't practice, right? And I apologise for the constant flicking. I have, of course, a thing here of reference of someone playing violin, because, like, hecky, I know what that's supposed to look like without reference, so... Oh. This kind of comes over the chin, but I feel like the chin would be higher up because it's a cat, right? So... I think... I mean, so long as I'm not distracting you from your work, I honestly don't mind. Like, I'm normally quite quiet on these streams anyway, so... Don't feel like you gotta entertain me or anything. Why me? What did tabaxi have? Reasonably humanish hands. Enough that I can probably use them as a base. But the fingers should probably be fatter. Ah, fair. I mean, man, if you are able to, like, earn a living drawing, then you're literally living my dream right now, so it's fine. Ah, fair. I mean, props to you, man, because I could not do a call centre job. I hate phones so gosh darn much. Whenever I have to use them at my work, I have to psych myself up to it for the whole day. But thankfully, I'm not in a job anymore where I'm required to be on the phone much, so... Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, phone work is... I used to do more of it back when I worked as a secretary, and I hated it. But now I'm just working as a clerk, so I don't need to do it half as much, which is better for me. That doesn't look right. Because it's like, that's their ankle, and then their leg goes like that, and then the actual... foot pad is there. Yeah, that looks more right. There we go. I kind of looked out the last time I did I got asked to do a cat thing because that was specifically a Khajiit and not a tabaxi, and because of limitations in the Skyrim engine, Khajiit literally just have cat heads, and then the rest of them is basically just still the same, except furry. So I could sort of get away with not doing the weird feats. Right, okay. Now then, let's see. How good am I at drawing violins? sort of goes under her chin, right? And then like... yeah. Right, hang on. Okay. Um, we're gonna put the side braid over here to hide how kind of weird that looks. There we go. And sash around waist, so... Oh, wait, you know what cats have that I forgot that cats have? Cats got tails. This is an ongoing thing with me. I will always forget that characters should have tails. Like what? A tail? Literally, just last week, drawing tiefling, what did I forget? The gosh darn tail. Remembered the tail, like, halfway through at least. Tabaxi tails are somewhat easier than tiefling tails because they're covered in fur, so you can be a little more loose on what the shape is. I mean, I guess when you're playing them, though, you don't need to be, like, super aware of, you know... super aware of everything. you play with Xeris. That's cool. What? Oh. Nightbot. Nightbot. Kamevu. Sorry. I do not... Sorry, Nightbot doesn't like multiple emojis in a row. Also, you said that one ear was kind of nibbled, right? So... Which one is the right ear? It would be that one. It's alright, don't worry about it, man. It happens. Nightbot's a little overzealous sometimes, but it's better than me having to constantly mod while I'm streaming. Cloak. That's what I'm after. Maybe cloak should be on another layer. Yeah, cloak can be on another layer, because I think it's going to intersect with stuff. Well, having said that, no, it doesn't need to be on another layer. It can be in blue, because I've seen what you mean by sash now. And I don't think it's the sort that has the... Well, it'll interfere with the tail anyway, won't it? So... It's alright. But it's cool to hear that you play with Xeris. Xeris was a lot of fun to do. Just because butterfly wings is such a cool concept on a tiefling. Has that got enough kick to it? I think so. Although, looking at your other thing, is it more of a, like... Yeah, I think you mean more of a waist length one, don't you? Waist? Yeah. That's a bit long. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's always nice when, like, characters have, like, their own, like, sort of, like, favourites within the party. I know that happens with the group that I play with. We have the alchemist and the artificer and the wizard have a lot of fun together. Ship and cannon. I think it's natural that the wizard and the artificer are going to have a lot to chat about, right? They're very similar in terms of well, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be, but it winds up for me that their interests intersect. What with them both being the nerds. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think the whole mothering thing is not a thing that is happening with the wizard and the artificer in my group. And with there, it's more mutual enablement. But I know what you mean. Team Mom just sort of happens for some... just seems to fit some characters. Okay, we're looking at sort of like white shirt. Okay. Oh, that's if I can draw a straightish line, doesn't it? I'm curious then, by the way, was it Xeris that, like, told you I was doing it, or did you both, like, put yours in at the same time? Because I can't remember if they was... I move stuff around after I've done it, so I can't always tell, like, who's put stuff in at the same time if stuff's already been done. Oh, cool! Okay, that's cool to know. Uh... Yeah, no, that's cool. I just, like, I like to know where my, I'm always curious about that one, like, I get people from, like, the same campaign, I'm like, oh, did you both... Because I know I, like, put out stuff on social media, but... doesn't always come across. I had a second there when you said Grace, because I was like, wait, do they mean the Grace that's, a player in my game? But I'm not sure if you do mean that, so... Oops, if I draw neatly, doesn't it? Am I chewing on there? I got that so I wouldn't chew on my tongue anymore. Just for the benefit of any new viewers, by the way, the way that Katie Cat entered her character, which this is, was by entering her character in on that Google form that I've just dropped below, and in doing so screwed up my steez. I'm currently on a schedule where I do fan art or my pick 1 week, and then I will randomly draw a suggestion for the other week. Just because I was getting burnt out on doing so many requests, so I thought I'd switch in some stuff that's that's of interest to me. Not that this isn't of interest to me, but, you know, sub in some stuff that was a bit more mainstream appeal, shall we say. That's not right. That's not what I want. Oh, is my stream gone? Stream. Are we good? Or sorry. I think that is my internet being internet. Feel free, by the way, to shout up at any time, Mischief, if I'm drawing something that you think is not right.
Pudding service.
Oh, bless you, dear. We've got the requester in the chat.
Hello.
Yeah. Do you remember being... Oh, that's hot.
Yes.
Do you remember the tiefling with the butterfly wings that I drew? Remember the tiefling with the butterfly wings I drew a few weeks back? Same game.
Oh. You're gonna end up drawing a whole cast.
Mm.
I also brought the laundry to sort. Yay!
Oh, sorry, That is too hot. We're going to leave that for a little bit.
I literally just took it out of the microwave.
Ah! Burnt my tongue.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's my own fault.
I was doing that thing where you watch University Challenge and realise that you're actually a moron.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
Why is everyone on that show so clever?
I mean, presumably because they've got nothing better to do with their lives than,
Be really clever.
yeah. Than find out obscure stuff for quiz shows. I mean, don't they literally have, like, huge things about it at, like, Oxford and, in, like, some of the Oxford and Cambridge colleges? I thought that, like, the guy that, like, what's his name, Bobby Seagull, who, like, did really well a few years back, didn't he say that he had been, like, practicing for years or something?
Yeah.
We are not drawing fancy pomades because I've already done them enough. Oh, I played a little more of Dragon Cafe.
Oh?
I've managed to sort out the werewolf man.
Good.
Turns out that the reason that I couldn't get it to move on was because I literally had to wait until in-game there was a clear enough night to see the moon. And that just didn't click with me for some reason, so I kept going like, why does it keep saying tomorrow? Why does it keep saying tomorrow? And it's like, because the game doesn't know when it's gonna randomly click onto a clear night.
Whoops.
So annoying. I always end up feeling with tabaxis that I've drawn their heads too small, and it's just literally because cat heads look weirdly small on human bodies. I know it's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, there's still that part of me that's like, something looks off, and it's like, it's because it's a... Exactly, it's because it's a small head, and I'm like... There's that part of me that's like, you know, done too much anatomy.
Aww.
Especially with, like, I like to think that what with me having done these streams for, like, over a year now, I'm sort of getting a good feel for the correct anatomy as we're going.
I think so.
We're learning.
Right. Podcast in. Pants tidied.
Helen ignored.
Hello.
I love you too. Let's risk a bit more of this.
I'm sorry it nuked you.
Hmm?
I'm sorry it was nuclear.
What?
I'm sorry it was nuclear.
It's okay. It's probably for the best, because it's not like we're doing a mukbang here, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Some people don't mind it, and some people get really... Let me know if you guys are disgusted by, like, I don't know, I'm making disgusting sounds or something. I mean, I guess the answer to that is probably just going to have to be deal with it, but, you know, at least I'll know. Because I'm hungry and I want this pudding while it's hot. Because those chocolate puddings are gross when they're cold. You gotta eat them while they're fresh out of the microwave. Something was off with the face to me. I think I've made those eyes too big, you know. I've done the opposite of my normal trick. I might just... Actually, you know what, I might just... It's whenever I add the pupils. What? How does that look to you, that cat head?
Ooh.
Does that look right?
Yeah.
Yeah? There? Should I do any changes or?
I feel like the eyes should be very slightly bigger.
Both eyes or just the what? Just this one?
Both.
Well, hang on, I'm gonna resize this till it's right, and then you tell me when.
When?
I'll move it a little bit over here.
Yeah.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just gonna have to accept that that's how it gone be, I think.
Yeah.
I know what I've forgotten to do, though. This cape has to go like that. What do we think of that for line art? Is there anything else we need to change, or we're gonna stick with that?
I like it.
I'm gonna take a bite of chocolate and let chat catch up and yell at me if there's anything that I've forgotten. Because I am an expert at skimming over some, like, part of the description that was given. Right. Let's get this, let's get this coloured. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's right. I have a plan for how I'm going to do the very slight spots that she has, but we'll see if my plan works. She should have a sleeve on that arm, shouldn't she?
Oh.
I'm dumb. I am so dumb. Should be a sleeve like here. And it should billow slightly. And make wrinkles here. I'm a professional.
Artiste.
I'm totes a professional. I know what I'm doing. There should also probably be more of a colour there. What we're looking at in terms. Okay, right. I realise, by the way, that this is, like, a bit too black for her, but, like, just trust me. We're gonna go in and lighten this later. This is just a base layer.
Oh, are you doing the blue thing?
Blue thing?
Not actually colouring things in black, colouring them in blue.
No, I am colouring her in a very, like, dark black brown.
Oh!
But I'm gonna come back in and add some, like, lighter shades of brown, and then we're gonna see if I can add in some spots. Because she is a leopard after all, so therefore she cannot change her shorts. And the spots are still there, even if you can't see them. Yeah, that is very dark brown, but I don't know if it's coming across. I can see it on my monitor, but I don't know if it's coming across on the stream. Because the stream has a tendency to stream at a lower quality than I'm actually seeing. Yeah, exactly. It's true rogue colours. If you're gonna have a rogue cat, they've got to be a black cat, right? I'm trying to think what other tabaxi I've done. I think the other tabaxis that I've done is I've done that ginger one, who I'm fairly sure was a bard. And then I did that other black one for SJ. I don't know what race, what race, I don't know what class she was, actually. I just know that she had swords. She was like dual wielding rapiers or something, so...
I think she was a rogue.
She was either a rogue or a paladin, and I do not remember which. I don't think she was a rogue because she was wearing, like, a chest plate.
Oh.
She's wearing a breastplate, and I don't think rogues can wear anything that heavy, can they? Although I could be wrong. Right, okay. We're looking at... So, black trousers, dark corset. Okay. So now we're going to do the whole blue is black thing for the trousers. Because that's probably the easiest way to do this. Except I can't because this colour has got to go on the tail and I'm a dumbass. Yeah, don't tabaxi, like, I guess now with Tasha's it doesn't matter as much what racial bonuses you get, but don't tabaxi get, like, bonuses to dexterity and things to make them good rogues. I don't know, I've never actually played a tabaxi.
Nor have I. I've played with characters that are tabaxi. Quite a lot.
Yeah. I've had NPCs that are tabaxi, but, like, they've never been fought, so... I haven't had a chance to, like, really get to know what they can do, sort of a thing. Yeah, I've seen the climbing speed. I think it's one of those things that, like, them having a good climbing speed will really depend on your DM as to how much you can utilise it, right? And, like, it's a bit campaign specific. It's, like, the whole problem with rangers. Because, see, when I saw the tabaxis, like, always having weapons and the climbing speed, I immediately went, oh, that would make a great monk.
Fair.
But I guess the crossover between monks and rogues, like, there is some in terms of, like, what's good for one is normally good for the other.
I can only half hear you, by the way.
That's fine. I'm talking to chat as well as you.
Okay.
If you want to ignore me and listen to your podcast, that's fine.
I'm sorry, we're fighting a dragon, it's cool.
Are you listening to High Rollers again?
Yes.
I feel like, maybe not next stream, but maybe the stream after, I should do some kind of Christmas or end of year special stream, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if I should do the same thing I did last year where I just did memes for the two groups I was in. or whether I should do something a little easier to understand if you aren't like you or I or like 4 other people. Or I could just...
Somebody there.
Yeah, Emmy's up here.
Hello!
I've got a glass full of orange juice here.
Oh, drat!
Your medicine now?
Yeah, I made it say thank you. Oh, Caroline, would you like your cleaning cloths back?
Oh.
I washed them.
Oh,
I think I have a sponge in here somewhere.
oh, I think I'll recover that. Oh, that purple one's mine.
Oh.
I think I bung them in the washing machine.
Oh,
Hang on, I'm just going to pause. I'm just going to mute this one. Hang on, this shouldn't be in this playlist. Give me a second.
Oh no, is it copyrighted?
No, it's the wedding march.
Oh.
I think because I just shoved everything that I found in that copyright-free...
Oh, the dude you bought all that music from.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Rogue and monk. But then again, like, unless you take like specific varieties of rogue or like you come up lucky in the items, rogues don't necessarily inherently get a thing that helps them move faster, right? Whereas rogues definitely do. Sorry, monks get like movement improvements, whereas rogues don't. So. But I guess that's because you can be a long distance rogue if you want to be. You don't have to.
Is that like being in a long distance relationship with your daggers? They do the killing.
Yeah, but instead you just like you see like the twing of a bow from like a mile away, and then all of a sudden your intestines are in another place.
Beautiful.
Right.
Does that mean you're a smooth criminal?
You've been got by. You've been struck by. A smooth criminal. I'm gonna have to get rid of this layer while I'm working on it because it's gonna throw me too much. Oh well. I should also probably change the colour of my background so that I don't get confuddled. I do not remember. I'm trying to remember. The rogues that I'd added were the Phantom one, which I don't think gets bonus to movement. What was the other rogue that Tasha's added? I don't remember. It's been a while. I have read Tasha's, but like I haven't like read it enough to memorize it cover to cover yet. So I'm gonna change this background just so that I can see me whites. The rogue who fucks with dragons, is that what it is? Okay. I will take your word for it.
Don't do that.
I'll take your word for it, Ziggy. What?
Don't do that. It's a bit hot.
I mean, I can't stop them.
Rogues, man.
Ah, well, if we've got a dragon slayer, then we're fine, right? I feel like every class needs a draconic subclass, though, right? You need a dragon, and you need a dragon. sorcerers need a dragon and warlocks need a dragon and... Yeah, I did look at the pseudo-dragon. I did consider adding it in, but I decided not to because... just because. Mainly because the pose, I like found that... I found this violin pose and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I was like, I don't want to be messing around with a dragon. Is that actually Xeris? I was having that moment of like, that username looks familiar to me, but I cannot figure out why. Who is it? I've seen them before. But I am absolutely awful for not remembering usernames. Like, unless it's something where, like, I've seen your username on something else, and you have the same one across platforms and we've interacted enough that I will come to know you as that. I am really awful at remembering usernames that I've seen, like, once in chat. I just have that niggling feeling of I've seen that phrase before, but I don't know who you are. Because everyone seems to have a different Twitch username to the username that they use on every other social media, so I'm just like, eh. You're bothering me now, Ziggy. Who are you? See, I try to go for some kind of cohesion with my usernames on what I have, but whether I succeed in that is a whole nother matter. I do have like an actual Twitch account which is using the account name that I use on other websites, but I'm just not using that account to stream because this account is shared with some other people who stream when I am not. Ah, it is Grace, is it? Okay. But see, I'm still kind of like, is that Grace the Grace that I know, or is it not? Is it a different Grace? I was not kidding when I say I am grade 1 dumbass, so... Same, Grace. Ah, nice to see you then. Ah, yes, I was hoping... Do people like it's the BB-8 Christmas jumper, because BB-8 is the best droid. Hello, little Biggin. It's been a while since I've seen you. Yeah, BB-8 is... I don't have a BB-8 obsession or problem at all, and I totally do not have a BB-8 shrine off camera behind this computer. So... yeah, I know. Doesn't life just keep happening? It's fine. I'm not calling you out for it or anything, man. Life happens. What colour shall we go for cloak? Still a dark colour, I feel. Do we want to go with another dark blue? Something a bit more royal, maybe? That might look good. I'm gonna get rid of the fur layer again real quick so that I can see what I'm actually doing. I love BB Great. BB-8 is BB Great. That's absolutely, thank you. I'm glad that I've managed to get a stream audience that understands me on this. Although having said that, there is... Actually, you can't see it because Keyleth is on top of it, but there is a BB-8 cosplay on the dress rail behind me. So... Look, man, don't get me wrong. I love and respect R2-D2, but he is just... He's just not quite as cute, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it probably doesn't help that I didn't properly watch, like, all of the Star Wars stuff until after... Like, Force Awakens was the first Star Wars film I properly watched all the way through.
I'm gonna sit over here in the I've been a Star Wars nerd since I was a kid corner.
Yes, alright, dear. We all know you have more nerd cred than me. Take all your nerd cred to the... Take all your nerd cred to the nerd bank. To someone who cares about it. BB-8 is shaped like Friend. He is absolutely Friend-shaped. I wouldn't necessarily say that R2-D2 is arsehole-shaped. But I would say that he is maybe not quite as much of Friend as BB-8 is. Sorry, this is the part of the stream that gets boring where I just colour stuff in. Ooh, pardon me. R2-D2 does have the best scream. I'll give you that. He has the best scream. What I find interesting is, because I'm me, of course, I read a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff about BB-8 and, like, about, you know, his character. And, like, one of the things that I found very telling was they were like, oh yeah, BB-8 canonically knows he's cute. BB-8 knows he's cute and he will play it up to get affection and sympathy from other people. He may not look like bastard, but he is still a little bit bastard.
Didn't he make Poe cry in the Lego thing?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That Lego thing is a trip.
That Lego thing is amazing.
Guys, you have to watch the Lego Christmas, the Lego Star Wars Christmas special. It's a special thing.
I think we need
and I love it.
I think we need to watch it again.
I think we should watch it again, but, like, possibly we should make my mum watch it, because my mum likes Star Wars stuff that's silly.
I think she might get a kick out of it.
Grace says hi.
Hi! Would you like a sock?
Get to folding our socks, you. Except you don't fold socks, do you?
No.
Unless you are a very certain kind of person.
Yeah, my nana. She irons them.
Well, that's me, Toll, isn't it? Ugh, pardon me. This cat just looks like a black hole right now.
Oh, BB-8 t-shirt.
Which one? Which one of my, 5 BB-8 t-shirts have you found?
One of them.
Is it black or white?
It's black. I think it's the one from the cinema.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the Tasha's Rogues, actually, Grace, because I was going to say, do you think Trix might want to, at level up, switch to Phantom? Because that would make sense.
That would be so cool.
With your backstory, right? I think. I'm not pressuring or anything, I'm just saying the option is there.
Is this because you're letting a certain wizard become a certain different wizard?
I am letting a certain wizard swap their specialty over.
Oh.
Which we're just going to blame on magic black rocks.
But we can't blame the magic rock for the fact that we ended up on the carousing table.
But I mean, to be fair, you guys were the ones who you guys didn't have to say yes when I offered the carousing table, and I said that only those who felt like they would have drunk enough to deserve it would end up on the carousing table.
So all 3 of us?
Yes, the 100 option carousing table. So
Ask Gen how good he is at artwork.
Yeah, have a look at it and get back to me, Grace. Because I think it might be something that you would find interesting. Although if you want to stick with Thief, you can stick with Thief. But yeah, the 100 one is the one that we ended up with. I think what happened was that we rolled once for each of you, and then we just decided to make it so that all 3 of you had ended up with the same one.
Yeah, because the ones we rolled were kind of funnier as a team.
Yeah, well, it was one of those things of at least one of them, it demanded. It was like you wake up with the spouse of an NPC you're enemy with, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys have literally been in this place a week. You haven't had chance to really make enemies with many people, and those that I could maybe push to say that you would consider an enemy.
Not fun.
Not married.
Or on a date with Cherie.
Or on a date with Cherie, yes. I mean, that would have been one way to end that. Just be like, yes, you wake up in the same bed as Cherie and her friend.
God, no. I would never let us live that down.
Well, given that it was Lily that rolled that one. Because you rolled the art gallery one. Lily rolled the end up in bed with that one, and
Gen rolled the fake nose.
Gen rolled you wake up wearing a terrible disguise, and there's a load of wanted posters with your terrible disguise on it. I'm still sad none of you rolled Witch's Brew.
Oh, Tasha's Witch's Brew. Yeah, no. That is Tasha, isn't it?
Mm. Your Playboy Artificer ended up next to Olympic Computer. Yeah. I think Grace's, if I recall correctly, Grace or Ziggy covered his no leg stumps with blood and screamed, "The pig ate my legs." That's a good move.
Amazing.
That's a wise. That's quick thinking on your part, man. I'm trying to think what else has happened on that carousing table for our party. I know that Ardith, woke up covered in feathers and is apparently a cryptid in the local port town now. And I believe Grace just woke up in, Grace woke up in Archie's workshop.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that's when I introduced them. That's how the party actually met Archie, who's...
He adopted some random drunk person.
I don't know how much it was he adopted some random drunk person and random drunk person happened at him and he just had one of those, when you just might as well accept that this is your fate now.
Oops, pat pat.
Pap pap. Also meant you got to meet a nice tiefling, so... Which is always good when you get to meet other members of your race that aren't evil. Yeah, hashtag not all tieflings. There was a whole side story after I rolled all the sacrificial lamb stuff in 3 different times. Wow, okay, that's, See, my lot haven't had to roll the table that often. I don't think you've rolled it that much, right?
No, this was my first time.
Yeah, you've rolled it once in Shull and now once in Fobrasil. But to be fair, you guys had just shared a lot of character backstory stuff, so...
We also got in a kind of a row.
Well, it wasn't exactly a row. It was an argument that was gonna happen. I think you just facilitated it.
Sorry.
Because Gen and his uncle just do not see eye to eye on that particular subject. Oops. Oops. Oh, right, so it's you just have drunken companions. Fair enough. To be fair, like, I don't whip it out every time you guys go out drinking.
We were drinking with a purpose.
You were drinking with a purpose, which was for you guys to forget that people were being racist to you.
Also to make Lily feel better.
Yeah, also to make Lily feel better. You are not the Grace I thought you were. I thought I have a Grace in my campaign. That was who I was like, oh, look at... That was who I was aiming the phantom things at. You're Grace from Sheffield. Gosh darn it, I know too many Graces. But yes, I miss Exceptional having existential crime. To be fair, as the Disaster Monk, I was just causing... Me and Zing were just having existential crises every 5 minutes in that game, so... Wah, no. Where is my hole? No, don't do what Saffron do. Don't do drugs, kids. Saffron is just a walking drug PSA. Just do not be like her. Just for the benefit of the chat, Saffron is my, how best to describe Saffron? Saffron is my, gosh darn it. Saffron is my monk who, Saffron is my drunken master monk who, instead of getting drunk, chose to just, you know, get high. She has been menacing the campaign that I'm in with Grace and Emily. You love Saffron, don't you, Emily? You love her. Yes, it is yellow. I mean, to be fair, in real life, I don't do coffee either. I don't do drugs. I just thought it would be funny for Saffron to do it that way. Because, you know, halflings and weed.
Drunk monk.
And drunk monk. It seemed like a perfect storm. Ooh, pardon me. Drunk monks are really just, like, straight up a fun subclass, though. Like, I was certainly enjoying the whole, like, you know, I'm just gonna fall flat on my ass and then run away aspect of it. Gosh darn it. Hey! If a halfling smoked weed, would they be high or medium?
Medium.
What's that joke about a small medium at large? Earrings. Suddenly, yeah. George may or may not be wild shaped. We never really got a clear answer on that, and I have a horrible feeling that COVID is just done for our game now. So, because I don't think you're going back to Sheffield, are you? So, unless we both want to make the trip down to Sheffield. See, George only ever worked, like, occasionally, though, so I'm fairly sure that what was actually happening when I got George to work was that, like, my belief in the Wild Mother was just making him be drugs for, like, a hot minute. That was why I had to keep making wisdom religion checks every time I tried to smoke or consume George. George worked better as an edible than he did as a smoke. I remember that. Oh, don't clip. Gosh darn it. There's nothing worth clipping there. How many did I get with George Pancakes? Was it only me and Zing who I got with George Pancakes, or did I get an NPC with them as well? I don't think I got any of the other players. I know I'm fairly sure I've drugged every single party member at least once, though. Yeah, I put Georgian pancakes and then fed them to people. Right, okay. I think that is all of the colours that I need on there. So we're gonna go back and I need my floofed brush. Where's my brush? There it is. On the one hand, I don't need to do the thing I normally do of like painstakingly I don't need to. You right? What?
I sat on it.
Sat on what, dear?
My water bottle.
Oh, okay. You okay?
Yes, I now have a soggy arse.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I thought that was your spider yell.
No! Yeah, I've got a wet bum gel.
Okay.
There's no spiders.
Yeah. Well, look, man. I mean, who hasn't accidentally gotten themselves arrested once or twice or several times? You know? I think that was the memorable day where I got absolutely just reamed out by our rogue, though, wasn't it? By Elle. And my ability to give a fuck was incredibly, incredibly low. I barely had to convince her. Convince is a strong word for what happened there. I just didn't say no to her. She absolutely was gonna go without us, whether or not we'd let her come with us. Yes, and I, as a halfling, have trouble telling human age. That's my story, and I'm gonna stick with it. She's taller than me.
So are most bushes.
Look, man, I'm not gonna defend her because she's, like, the reason that we managed to fuck up the space-time continuum. So I am not gonna defend that girl in any shape or form. But she was absolutely gonna go drinking and do drugs, whether or not my character had been the one that gave them to her. So... you know, I don't feel that guilty over doing it. Safi was very chaotic neutral also, yes. I think I did start her off as neutral good, but she became chaotic neutral fairly early on. I blame Zing. She was a bad influence on me. One of the bonuses to Emily not actually listening because she's got her headphones on is that she can't turn around and tell me off for how much shit I'm talking. Oh well. Zing was a bad influence on me, and that's why Safi turned out the way she did.
Alright, if you say so.
This is looking a little too organised. Let's try again. How's that look to you,
Pretty.
Does it look kind of the same as the spot effect in my reference picture that you can see and other people can't?
Yeah. It's working. Right. If we closed on the bed, I need you to help me pick through the little pile down here. I'm going for a shower.
Okay, I will help you after I'm done streaming. So you've got like an hour?
Yeah, it's fine.
Bye-bye. Alright. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Right. Telly. problem. Sorry, I only just saw. I got distracted looking at my own drawing and not looking at the chat. But that's fine. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will email you the final piece when it's done. When it's done, Mischief. Where's the brush that I want? There it is. Go. I have this which I want to do. How do I want to do this? what people think. Are we going to call that done? I might add a bit of a drop shadow beneath her. Give me a second. What's a nice cloudy brush? What do people think? I'm not sure if I shouldn't lighten off the thing just a bit. I'm gonna have a drink and let's see if chat catches up at all. It's a bit better, I think. Yeah, I'm going to call it there then. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. This has been a really lively stream, so it's been fun. As always, thanks for watching. If you want to be kept up to date with every time we stream, I stream every Wednesday from around 7, half 7 to generally about 10. Next week we'll be doing another fan art my choice stream. I've not decided what it's going to be yet. If people have things that they would like to see me do fan art of, stuff that's not their own characters, feel free to drop me suggestions on my socials. My social media is I'm MissMoon92 on Instagram. I am Miss Moon. All Miss Moons is with a Y instead of an I. MissMoon92 on Instagram, Miss Moon on Tumblr, Missed Animations on Twitter, or I'm also Doodlemoon on Twitter. I think I've changed the name to be Doodlemoon, even if the handle's still Missed Animations. Please follow her on Twitch, obviously. And the VODs for this will be on the Crit and Castle YouTube. And yeah, and as always, if you want to enter your own character in for a chance, not next week, but the week after probably, and then we'll see, that week after that might be a Christmas stream. But yeah, I hope to see some of you guys next week. And again, thank you very much, Katie Cat, for the suggestion. I hope you like Skylar, and I will be back next week with some more art. So see you then. Bye.